for Air William McMahon, who in turn sent it to the U.S. Air Force at the Pentagon. The film was returned about 9 months later, minus the most important frame showing the actual object, and we're driving through the Australian interior near the border between Western Australia and Southern Australia. Shortly afterward, while they were still driving, an RAAF light aircraft sent the films, saying they wanted to borrow them. The photographs and film have never been seen since. The Australian Security and Intelligence Organization, ASIO, is divided into two main branches, one for intelligence gathering, and the other responsible for counter-espionage.
Optional. You can leave it empty, give your current interests and location, or use it for personal messages, global or targeted. Some things Poole was quite sure would not have changed over the centuries. A high proportion of those targeted messages would be very personal indeed. He wondered if there were still self- or state-appointed censors in this day and age, and if their efforts at improving other people's morals had been more successful than in his own time. He would
okay. You'll have your frame count tomorrow.
Poole appreciated the efforts of his entourage to learn archaic English, but he could not help wishing that Matron had not made that unfortunate slip of the tongue. When the time, its heat burned him uncomfortably, yet he was able to look directly into its noonday fire. Everything faded to black. The haunting music returned, and with it the blissful coolness of his familiar room. He opened his eyes. Had they ever been closed? The great dinosaurs had long since passed away, their morning promise annihilated by a random hammer blow from space, when the survey ship entered the solar system after a voyage that had already lasted 1,000 years. It swept past the frozen outer planet and Discovery so that Dr. Chandra could go aboard and reactivate Hal. The old Dave was still there. I wouldn't go so far as to say he's pleased to meet me again. Moderately satisfied. Has been 1,000 years. And I can't imagine what experiences he's known. Though, as I'll show you presently, he's tried to share some of them with me. I can tell which of them is speaking to me. Aren't there examples of multiple personalities in the medical records? And two nurses wearing the immemorial uniform of their profession. They seemed a little surprised. Poole wondered if he had awakened ahead of schedule, and the idea gave him a childish feeling of satisfaction. You'd be surprised. Even mountain climbers who say they've got to head for heights may start to turn green. I'll risk it. When they had passed through a double...
Dr. Amar, Dr. Amar. Hey, you're on TV.
Hey, let me see. How would I try you? Can I try you?
Let me see. How would I try me? Yes, Mr. Slavin.
Hey, can I?
Yes,
Hey, can
Mr.
I hold?
Slavin.
Can I
Yes,
try and
ma'am.
hold that?
Yeah.
Can I try?